A former Amish woman claims a Kansas City area chiropractor sexually abused her when she was a teenager. Nearly 20 years later, Fanny Hirschberger is sharing her story with us in hopes of others speaking up too.
They're not alone.
I'm KSHB 41 investigator Cameron Taylor. The FBI investigated Dr. David Clark, a chiropractor, and raided his Oak Grove office more than 2 years ago. Court records show the FBI believed Clark had sexually abused dozens of victims, mainly with the Amish community, over the course of decades. Federal prosecutors didn't file charges, but Jackson County prosecutors charged Clark in connection with sexual assaults of juveniles and adult women last September.
It met our burden. It met our threshold of a case that we believed should be filed.
The case took an unexpected turn when Clark died in January of this year, forcing the criminal case against him to be dismissed. Fanny and another woman are seeking justice through a civil lawsuit originally filed in 2023 against Clark and his business. In this exclusive report, Fanny walks us through her journey of healing. A law professor gives insight into the Amish community, and Jackson County's prosecutor shares her disappointment in not getting justice for Clark's alleged victims. We want to warn you, some portions of this story you may find disturbing. Trauma.
I was scared. I was terrified.
Still haunts Fanny Hirschberger. At 14 years old, she says her Amish parents took her to see Dr. David Clark. Their journey by bus took them from Bertha, Minnesota to Oak Grove, Missouri.
All I knew is my parents were taking me to a doctor for some pain that I was having.
The chiropractor, known for being holistic, had an office in Oak Grove in eastern Jackson County, Health Plus. On his website, he called himself the Doctor the Amish Trust.
And that this doctor was supposed to help me.
Fanny says what happened next would take her nearly 2 decades to process. She says a key reason, her Amish upbringing.
Anything sexual, it was considered shameful to talk about. So I didn't say anything.
The former Amish woman spoke with us from Arizona.
It's my little sisters that really pushed me
to move forward and speak up and share my experience.
In her civil lawsuit, now against the estate, Fanny claims Clark sexually abused her when she was a patient. Another woman joined the lawsuit, making similar claims. Fanny's lawsuit also alleges Clark claimed he was administering chiropractic manipulations, pelvic treatments, or visceral manipulations on her and other alleged victims.
I didn't know much about doctors and, what they were supposed to do or what, I didn't know much about that at that time.
In response to Fanny's lawsuit, the attorney for Clark's estate denied the allegations, but admitted Clark was licensed in the state of Missouri as a chiropractor and did not have any additional medical degrees. In June of 2022, FBI agents raided Dr. Clark's office. A special agent with the FBI claims Clark used his position to make his victims believe the sexual abuse he inflicted on them was appropriate and medically necessary. The special agent estimates Clark sexually abused dozens of victims, including some from the Amish community, as far back as the 1980s, and said for many of the alleged victims, the chiropractor was their first interaction with any medical professional.
Amish women and girls are the perfect victims because they are not taught about sex.
Marcy Hamilton is a constitutional law professor at the University of Pennsylvania. She reviewed the probable cause statement and civil lawsuit against Dr. Clark.
What I saw as the big red flag in this case is you have a chiropractor who's engaging in what amounts to gynecological exams.
Hamilton is also the founder and CEO of Child USA, a nonprofit fighting for the civil rights and prevention of sex abuse of children. Hamilton explained why Amish women and girls often stay silent about sexual assault.
So for many of the females in the Amish community, they've learned through watching that silence is their safest way of going. But the tragedy is that just creates more opportunities for the people who would take advantage of them.
What would your message be to the Amish community, specifically Amish women and girls?
My message to Amish women and girls is that it is never holy to be sexually assaulted. And so the practices that led to your sex assault are the practices that need to be examined and to be eliminated.
In September of 2023, Jackson County prosecutors filed criminal charges against Clark, including first-degree sexual abuse and first-degree statutory sodomy. Fanny was the whistleblower in the case.
We believed in the evidence, and we believed that we could hold this defendant accountable for those actions. So I'm grateful that we got that shot, that we got to file.
What sort of red flags stood out for you when filing these charges initially?
This is not a medical service, and certainly not a medical service provided by a chiropractor. So, of course, those are first.
Prosecutors dismissed the criminal case after Clark died in January. His obituary says he died from heart failure. A disappointing development for prosecutors because that case will never get a day in court.
I think it's hard anytime you have to look at victims and tell them you couldn't receive justice for them for whatever reason. This falls into one of those categories where the process, we just didn't have time to get through the process. Although this conduct spanned decades.
Prosecutor Jean Peters Baker applauds Fanny's courage in coming forward.
I do really pray that there is a measure of justice still for her, and not for her alone.
When you had found out that Dr. Clark had died, what crossed your mind?
I was disappointed. Yeah, I was disappointed.
An unexpected twist in Fanny's journey for justice. Her civil case filed in December of 2023, now against Clark's estate, is still going through the legal system. In the meantime,
what I'm really working on right now is feeling worthy. You know.
She also wants to make change by requiring Amish leaders to become mandatory reporters in hopes her story will encourage others in her former community to come forward.
There's others still in the community that are still dealing with this, and if I don't speak up, I can't ask anybody else to speak up either.
Now, I reached out to the attorney representing Clark's estate, but never heard back. A civil trial date has been set for August of next year, and while Clark's office is no longer in business, we discovered another business took over, also offering holistic services. We reached out to the owner for comment, but did not hear back. And one final note, if you or someone you know has been sexually abused, we have resources on our website, kshb.com. For the KSHB 41i team, I'm Cameron Taylor.